Hey, J-Bros popping in here. I saw an individual comment on what size for the hydraulic hoses at the port. I'm just going to measure those out for you versus trying to explain which ones, because there's different size of screws and stuff like that. But with that being said, another gentleman had asked, and I know I've put this up before, but I figured I'd just throw it in this video as well. This is the engine oil that I have been running in my mini skid, and this is my hydraulic oil that I'm putting in my mini skid. I run the 32 because that's thinner and it's colder weather up here. So if you're in warmer climates, you probably want to go with the 46 weight in warmer climates. But I run 32 up here because it's thinner and it's less apt to gum up. So if you're warmer climates, you can easily get by, which is actually probably better for your machine, is the thicker hydraulic oil. Anyway, that's for engine oil, hydraulic oil. So that's quick on that. I'm going to get into these hydraulic oil sizes of the lines. So as far as the nuts that are on here, the nut is 7/8 inch nut. And that's the same for this port up here, if that's the control portion that you're talking about. The size of the hoses, I'm not real educated to be able to tell you the sizes, but I can only just measure here and just say, you know, that, do they call this 3/4 inch or do they call that a 5/8 inch size line? I'm not sure on that, but that's the measurement I got. And all these hoses, like down there and stuff like that, they all, you know, look the same. So what do they call this right there? Do they call this line right here, do they call that a 1/2 inch? Let me get over here. Yeah, so do they call that size a 1/2 inch then? You know, and that's the coupler, which is a little over in between 3/4 and 7/8, and this hose line here looks more like 5/8. So do they call this a 5/8 inch hose? And because like this here's 1/2 inch. So I hope that helps. And I can just measure this nut here. That's 1.5 inches on that. And then this kind of metal portion, I'll just say, what do we got there? Like 3/4 on that. So I hope that helps. I'm not certain if I'm getting the right stuff, because like I said, I'll do these up here. The nuts are like 3/4, and like I said, these hoses look kind of the same. I'm guessing they'd probably call these a 5/8 outside diameter hose. Yeah, I hope that helps, and just feel free to comment back if I'm getting you the right stuff you're asking about. Then the other thing I'm just going to drop in here quick, I finally had gotten my compression springs. And basically how I'm going to go about this for my spring and my ramp. And obviously I'll do another video on this. This is just more of adding on. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to mount some square tubing. I kind of got this partially from that idea of that other mini skid. But basically I'm going to run a square tubing, bolt that to the deck right here. So it'll be square tubing all the way across, then through the springs. So you could imagine that there's a square tube running here. These springs will then get bolted to that. So when you flip it up, these are never in your way. And what's going to happen, and it so happened I bought the right size, because I kind of guessed. I bought 6-inch long compression springs. I only bought 2 of them because I wasn't certain my plan was going to work. So I could easily, you know, if you're a heavier guy or whatever, I can easily probably pick up 2 more of these to have 4 going across the deck. But my whole thought is, they're just going to sit right here, and with that square tubing, they're going to be kind of compressed in here. So when this comes down, they're going to be kind of compressed, and you're going to be kind of getting a little float on. So what I'm probably going to do on the stuff that's up against the metal, because I really don't want to wear on that, I have 1 or 2 things I might do. I've got some foam stripping that I might just adhere to here. So when this spring comes down, it goes into the foam and it's not sitting here scratching my paint from underneath. I hope that makes sense. And of course I bought them yellow, or I bought them gold like this so they'd match my machine. I thought that was kind of cool. But I'm going to do this in a different video. I was just waiting for these springs to come in. So I'm going to test it out with 2 of them and see how that works. But I might just upgrade it to 4 of them. But I'll do that in a different video. Anyway, that's all I got for you here. I'm going to have some other cool videos coming out as well. I'm going to be doing a roof tear off on a shop garage. That's very interesting. Never did anything like it. But it's totally up my alley because you're a combination of old construction and new construction. So that should be pretty exciting and fun. But back to the hydraulic stuff. I hope those are the hoses that you were, the dimensions and sizes that you were looking for. And then, like I said, as far as the fluids, those are what I'm putting in. And yeah, I should have an update hopefully here in the next few days on me attaching that spring setup and see how successful my spring floating is going to be. Anyway, that's a quick one here from J Bros. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. J Bros out.